What's up, people? I am back. I normally don't do reviews like this, but I figured since we did the other Jack Frost last year, why not do the Wholesome one? And I remember watching this one as a kid, and man, I forgot how kind of sad it is. I mean, the whole premise, like Charlie, or no, Jack, which Michael Keaton is in like a band, and he wants his band to get successful, but he ultimately kind of neglects his family. And one night, while he ends up initially potentially because he was supposed to meet his family at like the mountains in like a cabin, but then he tries to go back over there after feeling bad, but then he ends up dying in a car accident. And after gifting his son a harmonica, his son makes a this is like a year later, and he revived his son plays a harmonica, and Jack comes back as a snowman. And basically, it's such a good movie. It's a very like you lost time kind of movie. So basically, he tries to make up with Charlie by, in snowman form and tries to do all the fatherly things he didn't do before. Like that's what makes it is such a good one. It's like Wholesome is like kind of a nice way of putting it. It is sad though. It is a very sad movie if you kind of think about it. But, like Charlie, like, it's hit hard with his father's death, and then he's basically depressed, like at that point in the film. He's in the hockey team and he almost basically kind of gave up after what happened. And then he finally one day, and then Charlie got to see him in a game, Jack, you know. So, but then the ending is pretty sad too when Jack has to leave basically, and Charlie has to send him away. It's a pretty sad movie. Like I said, you'll tear up probably if you're one of those who do that. But it is a good film. I think it's fun. It's a well-made film. I think Michael Keaton's great. One of the good movies too. I think that has a good kid actor. I think the kid who plays Charlie is pretty good. Even the scene with where they have the snowball fight in the beginning. I love that scene. If it does, obviously I've never been in snow. Really, I've only seen snow once, but it just bring me back to being a kid, just in general. Even if as someone who's never seen snow, I mean, I've never experienced that, but being around the other kids playing just in general, like it brings me back to that. So it's very much I watched this one a lot as a kid, and it is way different from the other Jack Frost, which apparently the other Jack Frost has a sequel. I might review that this time around. We'll see. Like we are getting a little close to Christmas, but maybe I'll do it just for the fuck of it. We'll do Jack Frost 2. So fuck it, why not? Go back to the other Jack Frost well. But yeah, this one is great. Almost a 10 out of 10 movie for me. I think acting wise it was great. It hits you in the feels. It's just a feel good kind of Christmas movie. So yeah. Later tonight, for sure. Probably not even tonight. I might, depending on how the day goes, either tonight or I'm gonna try like in like the afternoon to review. I'm gonna watch La Lorna, and then we're gonna review that tonight. The last of the Conjuring verse, if you want to call it that. I've heard mixed things about it, so I'm just hoping it's all right. Even like in the same vein as Annabelle Comes Home was, I'll be okay with that. So I'll be doing that today. Tomorrow I'll be doing Evil Bong. And then I don't know really what I'm gonna do on the weekend because there's nothing really coming out right now. Like I'm gonna see Boy in the Harem, but I don't think I'm gonna review that. That might just be one I might talk about. Like if I do a video that day, I'll just talk about it really quick in that video. But I don't think I'm gonna do a whole video on it. But yeah. I know the shitty Aquaman 3 2. Sorry, shitty Aquaman 2 is next week. And I'm gonna roast that, but I'm not seeing it in theaters. But anyway, let's get to the movie. So the movie opens, we see Jack, he's in his band. And actually, the music itself's not bad that he played. He lives with his wife and his son. His son Charlie, and I think his wife's name is Janice or Jenny. It's one of those. I'll be honest, I wasn't fully. She's like probably the one character I kind of don't really remember, but she was all right. So like he basically kind of neglects his family because he kind of puts his music first. So like one night he missed his son playing hockey. Um, and then he promises to take the family to a cabin, but a gig comes up, a make it break it for him. He ends up leaving, but regrets it. Like the movie goes too. Like it isn't really that long. Like it goes like yeah. Then yeah, he gets in a car accident and ends up getting killed. We have a time jump. A little bit before that, Jack is building a snowman with his son and gives him a harmonica and basically jokes it's magical. And then a year later, Charlie is very depressed, and his dad's friend Gabe kind of becomes like a father figure. That's the other thing about this movie. It is granted it's from '98. Um, it is nice just to see a good fucking father in a movie, or even just a father figure, like two of them. You know, like yeah, Jack is obviously he misses, but at the end of the day, he still loves his family. Clearly, it's just it's that that he's a little busy trope. But then um one day, 'cause Charlie has quit hockey. He's grieving for his father, but one day he builds a snowman that basically resembles his dad, and he plays the harmonica, and Jack's basically revived as the snowman. And I will say, like, the snowman effects look pretty good. Like, there's some points it looks iffy, but honestly, it looked pretty good. Like, it holds up for the most part, like when he's moving and shit. Initially Charlie's like scared of him because he thinks it's like a evil snowman, but then when he sings a certain song that basically reminds, oh, that is his dad. Then there's a scene where Jack saves Charlie from like the neighborhood bully kids who try to, because if you remember earlier in the movie, Charlie embarrassed one of the seventh graders, so they try to like jump him basically with like snowballs, and then we have like a little sled scene. I thought that was actually pretty fun. And basically Jack starts kind of teaching Charlie, trying to be the father he didn't get to be before. And yeah, man, like I love those are probably my favorite scenes in the movie. To be honest with you, it's just it's a very feel good movie. Like I said, it's a little sad, like when you do think about it a little bit. Like yeah, like. And I think the character of Charlie did a good job, like for a kid actor. And I know I say that a lot. It's just because a lot of times, I'm just gonna be honest, a lot of kid actors are shit. And fully, it's not their fault. I understand they're kids, but there's definitely a lot of a lot of kid actors are terrible. But to be honest, I thought he was good. Um, you felt bad for him. Like he that's one of the reasons I love like Home Alone. Why that movie works for me, it's because that one, they got a good kid actor, but it's also because you could see yourself kind of being that kid, right? And I think that's kind of what they did in this movie. You can put yourself in Charlie's place, if you've ever had a busy parent, and yeah, like even Jack managed. Fucking Henry Rollins is in the fucking movie. He plays one of the kids' his dad. He's the coach of the hockey team. He's probably one of my other favorite characters in the movie. I love how funny he is. He's actually a pretty good actor, and I know more people know him as from the Rollins band, who he's probably still doing music while making this movie. But I thought he was pretty good in this movie. So, but yeah, Jack convinces him to join the team again, and they join again. And they play the game, and Jack manages to get down to the hockey rink and see his son play. Which I love that scene because that was what Charlie wanted. And when his brother needs to play, he wins. So they have to get Jack back to the mountains because he's slowly kind of starting to melt. So what the hell was like that trope where the bully kind of picks on the main character for a bit, and then like at some point the bully doesn't become the bully anymore and kind of helps out the main character. So that happens. and they manage to get back to the mountains, and then this is where Mom and Gabe are looking for him, but they manage to find him at the the cabin. And Jack basically tells Charlie he has to send him away, and his mom sees him also for the first time or the last time. And yeah, it's a sad send off, man. Like it is. And yeah, like you feel bad from like the acting from everybody was really great in the scene. So Charlie finally sends his dad away, and his dad gets goes back to the afterlife, and then Charlie kind of just lives his life in the end. Very fun movie. It's definitely a sad one though, like I said, especially in the ending. But it is still a really good movie. Michael Keaton's great in it. It's a very much a good Christmas movie. It's not a, like it. I think it is a feel good movie. I was gonna try and initially not to because it is a little sad, but I think it's still a feel good movie. Like yeah, the ending is a bit sad and just kind of even the premise a little bit is sad, but it's still very much a feel good movie in the moments like the scenes where Jack and Charlie are, Jack's trying to be the father he wasn't before. Like that stuff in the movie was great. That's actually my favorite shit in the movie was that. So I love it. Definitely gonna be one I'm gonna watch a lot. Like the one wholesome Christmas movie I will watch around this time. But yeah, love it. Um, Later tonight, Curse of La Lorna. I've heard, like I said, I heard mixed things about it. If it's just decent, I can be fine with that. And then yeah. Um, but anyway, um, Jack Frost, Michael Keaton version, um, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. Like, it's a very good film. So, it's all I can really say. It's not one of those I can, like, dissect. It's all, like, it's just straightforward, a good movie. So, but anyway, sorry about the fucking siren. Thankfully, it's at least happening in the end, so I can do my outro. Like I said, later, La Lorna. I don't know if it'll be. I'm gonna try to like do it in the evening or afternoon. Anyway, I meant to say not evening, but if not, it'll be at night. But anyway, guys, tomorrow will be Evil Bong. Saturday, I'll figure out what I might have. I might have a topic. I might rant about like sequels, like the sequel culture we're in right now. I might do that on Saturday, and then I'll figure out what to do on Sunday. So anyway, guys, peace out. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.